What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. We are back here with another Madden rebuild as we have ourselves another historic rebuild. We just did one yesterday with the Houston Texans, but the way we did it is we went back to Madden 22 to do it because I thought that was the only way you could, but boy was I wrong. I'll explain why in just a second, but as you can see what we have on tap. Yeah, you get it. Today we're going to be doing the Antonio Brown, Le'Veon Bell, Ben Roethlisberger, Pittsburgh Steelers back in like 2018 or 2017, whenever it was. Let's jump in and do this historic rebuild with the Pittsburgh Steelers on Madden 25. We don't even have to go back to like Madden 18 or anything like that, or Madden 19. We're here on Madden 25. Let's jump into this rebuild. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one and subscribe if you're new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciate it. I'm so excited about this one, man. I didn't think doing historic rebuilds were possible in these like the current Maddens. I think I tried them before in like previous Madden rebuilds, like back in like Madden 23 or whatever. I don't remember when it was. Back then, there just never was a good roster to download, so I didn't think it was possible. I thought the only way we could do this is, you know, going back to the old Maddens where the rosters would be accurate there, but obviously the franchise mode will be a little bit different. But thank you to Taco Bravo 63 for letting me know down in the comment section below that there's actually good rosters in Madden 25. I didn't even bother to look. I just assumed that there wasn't, and boy, am I impressed. I am absolutely impressed with this roster. And I'm sure some of you guys are going to ask me how you can download it. It's by like Wii something. But dude, look at the bottom. There is actual face scans of these guys. It's awesome. This looks so authentic and I love it. My one concern was I already had one of them answered because I messed up the previous video because my webcam, or messed up the intro just a second ago because my webcam was off. But I was wondering, so is everyone just gonna be like normal dev or whatever? Is that like what it's gonna look like? And is everybody going to have contracts, or is it just going to everybody be on a one-year deal? I don't know. But the one thing that I had answered already is that no, there's actually development traits on these guys, which is so awesome. I love it. This looks so insane. And this is on Madden 25. I literally just downloaded this off the Creation Center. Just so dope, dude. I'm so excited about this. But I'm guessing this is in Juju has hidden dev, which is insane. I'm just like geeking out right now because I didn't think this would ever be possible. We got Ben Roethlisberger, Le'Veon Bell, Antonio Brown. You even have Martavius Bryant. You even have Hayward Bay. Like, this is incredible. Villanueva, Foster, Pouncey, DeCastro, Gilbert. I haven't even looked at the defense yet. Defensively, you have Mitchell. You have TJ Watt, young TJ Watt. Bud Dupree, who just played tonight for the Chargers. I'm recording this after the Chargers and Broncos game, by the way. Man, will that Broncos and Bengals game be very interesting on Saturday. Unless if the Bengals lose to the Browns, then I guess it won't matter. But you have Joe Hayden, Artie Burns, I think, Stephon Tuitt, Hargrave, Casey Hayward. Connor, no, not Cam Hayward. God damn, why can't I say it correctly? Cameron Hayward. The ages look correct as well. Now, like I said, my one question now is, what do the contracts look like? Let's go take a look at that. But this is really cool, and there's just so many possibilities content-wise we could do with this, which I'm so excited about. Now, the one thing, like I said, is there actual contracts. It looks like there is. I don't know how they did this, but I'm impressed, man. We're gonna simulate season number 1 with this Pittsburgh Steelers team. I just had to geek out to start this video. Thank you so much, Taco Bravo, dude. You are a goat for telling me about this. I never would have found this out. So thank you so much for that. The possibilities are gonna be endless with this. Now, our scheme fit on offense is terrible, so let's see if we can fix that. We can go over to vertical power run. Defensively, we'll leave it at base 3-4. So let's simulate season 1 with Ben Roethlisberger, Antonio Brown, Juju Smith-Schuster, Le'Veon Bell. This is about to be a ton of fun. And I was gonna, I don't remember if this is in this clip or the one I just recorded and had to delete, but even the draft classes have face scans too, which we'll look at that in the offseason. It's so dope, dude. Let's just simulate season number 1. I've done enough being happy, or enough, you know, talking about it. Let's just see what it looks like at the end of the season, and let's see if we make the playoffs with this team. We hopefully will. So at the end of year number 1, we do finish up at 13-4, and it looks like we made the playoffs unless we missed it at 13-4, which would just be incredibly terrible. But we did make it, and we got the bye as well at 13-4. And this is what I want to show you guys. Look at these mock drafts, dude. This is so freaking cool. There's face scans of like Baker, Sam Darnold. This is so dope, dude. Like, this is incredible. The content we can do throwback rebuild wise, and I'm sure there's even other draft classes we can, other rosters we can load too. So like, I don't know how many like good rosters there are out there, but the possibilities of historic rebuilds we can do is endless, and it's just freaking so much fun. Let's take a look at the player stats, and we'll see. And Todd Gurley, that could be another one we do. Oh my gosh. Offensively 15th in the NFL, and defensively 12th in the NFL. So you have 23 touchdowns, 10 interceptions from Ben Roethlisberger, 1,400 yards, 13 touchdowns from Le'Veon Bell. James Conner, 232 yards, 8 touchdowns. Antonio Brown, only 930 yards, a little disappointed by that, but 800 from Bryant, 800 from Juju. And defensively, sacks-wise, he had 14 from TJ Watt, 12 from Cameron Hayward, who I called Casey and then Connor Hayward earlier in the video, but obviously that's Cam Hayward. Javon Hargrave with 9, and then 7 for Stephon Tuitt, 2 from Stafford, and 2 from Stafford, not Stafford, 2 from Stafford and 2 from Bud Dupree. So let's go ahead and see who we get to play in round 1 with this roster. So we're going to divisional weekend, and we'll see where we end up here. Divisional weekend, we'll be playing the Buffalo Bills, and I would be doing myself a disservice if we didn't go see what the Bills are looking like. I think if I saw this correctly, I think Tyrod Taylor is the quarterback for the Bills right now, so that'll be fun. Whoops, I didn't mean to go to just line. I meant to go look at depth chart. So let's go take a look at depth chart and see what we're working with against this Bills team. So Buffalo is the team we're playing. We got Tyrod Taylor under center. You have LaShawn McCoy. Oh my gosh, I remember he got traded here. Ricky Ortiz. Wide receiver core is non-existent. This is probably before they got Sammy Watkins, maybe. Charles Clay, Cordy Glenn. What about defense? Is there anything on the defense? Shaq Lawson, Jerry Hughes, Kyle Williams. I don't know much about them. Jeremiah, Preston Brown. Okay, Lorenzo. I remember Lorenzo Alexander, and then Tre'Davious White when he was really good. Now he's a Raven, and then Poyer, and Micah Hyde. So this is gonna be a tough team to play, but I'm excited and ready for the challenge. Let's jump in and see if we can beat the Bills to move on to the AFC Championship. So here goes nothing. Tyrod Taylor versus Ben Roethlisberger in this AFC Championship. In the AFC Divisional to advance to the AFC Championship. And we're going to go up 7-0 to start things off. We get another interception from Artie Burns. I guess that's not another interception. That's our first interception. I'm just bugging out right now, man. I'm just so excited about the video we're recording right now. 7-13, and the Bills are going to kick a field goal to make it a 3-point game. Now they're going to take the lead. Can we respond in the last 2 minutes? Yes, we can. We just took the lead at the very end. Walk-off touchdown to win the game. W, because that would have been really disappointing to have been eliminated with this roster. I can't remember. Someone refresh my memory. How far? I know Roethlisberger obviously won the Super Bowl in the past, but how far did the Bell, Brown, Roethlisberger Steelers get? I feel like the farthest they got was the divisional. Maybe they made it to the AFC Championship once. I don't know. I can't remember. But I know they never made it to a Super Bowl together, which is just such a crime, man. But let's go see who we play in the AFC Championship. We get to play Saxonville in the AFC Championship, and I think that's what happened in Divisional. Didn't the Jaguars beat the Steelers in the Divisional, right? And then they went on to play the Patriots in the AFC Championship, and the Jags lost? If I remember correctly, that's how it went down. But maybe my memory is not serving me right. But Blake Bortles, and then you have Ramsey. Man, and then I think they had, AJ Boye was the other corner. Yeah, definitely a lot of nostalgia coming here, but I love it, man. So we're up 7-0 so far on Saxonville, but they are going to tie it up, and then we will respond with a touchdown. So it's 14-7 thus far, and now we're going to still 7-14, but now we get a 10-point lead here in great field position. So that might be all she wrote. Now it's 14-20, so this will be our first time jumping in with this team, so let's go ahead and do just that. We can hand this ball to the best back in the NFL at the time before he obviously left to the Jets, and if we get one first down, we're headed to the Super Bowl, which is incredible. So let's see if we can get that. Man, Bell feels so shifty, but we didn't even gain a yard on that. Even though that felt like a good run, it still did not work out. I'm going to do it again, though. We're going to hand it to Bell once again. I believe in him to get us 10 yards in 2 plays. I think he can do it. Give me some blocks. This is a good defense we're going up against in Jacksonville. All right, so do we make them burn that last time out, or do we throw it to Antonio Brown to get us to the Super Bowl? I think we throw it to Antonio Brown. I don't know, man. That's just how I'm feeling. I think we feed AB, although it looks like they have double coverage over there, so maybe we change the... screw it. We could hit Juju underneath if we don't feel good about Antonio Brown. Yeah, we have Juju for a first down. Juju hangs on just like that. That's your ball game. And we're moving on to the Super Bowl with the Steelers team, which is so exciting. So let's go ahead and see. And I can't wait to get in the offseason and build this roster even further. That's going to be the most exciting part, to see who's all a free agent, what the draft's going to look like, because we'll obviously know who all the players are, so we'll have an advantage on drafting. Dude, I'm just so ecstatic. I know I should probably stop geeking out. Like, I've been doing that most of the video. Let me just calm down, relax, get focused, and let's see who we're playing in the Super Bowl. So in the Super Bowl, we're going to be drawing up the Cam Newton Carolina Panthers, which is definitely a video we're going to absolutely do. We all remember how special Cam Newton was. The possibilities, like I said, are about to be endless of the historic rebuilds we can do, and I'm so excited for it with these news rosters we just discovered. So Cam Newton, Ben Roethlisberger here in the Super Bowl. Let's see if we can come out here and beat them to win. Ben Roethlisberger, Antonio Brown, Le'Veon Bell, a championship altogether, as we are going to go up 6-0. But yeah, I would have loved to have seen 10 instead. Now it's 9-7, and we will go up 16-7. So far, so good. We're about to be in the fourth quarter. Carolina is going to not score. I thought they were about to, but unfortunately they do not. Not by be all she wrote. And just like that in year number 1, which I shouldn't be too surprised by. This was a good freaking team. We get the Super Bowl, where I barely did anything, obviously. But yeah, very awesome stuff to have gotten that out of the way in year 1. But I'm most excited about getting the offseason and building this team up even further and seeing what else we can discover as far as drafting. And, you know, Luke Kuechly's there too. Just all really cool stuff. Cam Newton, 211 yards, a touchdown. Ben Roethlisberger, 1 touchdown, 182 yards. But all right, let's get into the offseason. We got 1 Super Bowl out of the way already. Let's go see how we can build this roster even further. So going into the offseason, we have about $97 million in cap space, and our top need is free safety. And it's kind of funny to see Minkah Fitzpatrick, who obviously wasn't drafted by the Steelers. He was drafted by the Dolphins, if I remember correctly, and then he was traded there. But $97 million in cap space. We'll go ahead and see who's all a free agent. So we have Le'Veon Bell, which this might have been around the time where they franchise tagged him, right? And then obviously he wasn't happy with that. He sat out the whole season and eventually went to the Jets, not the Bets, the Jets. But that's your only important free agent outside, or I guess you have Boswell here, who's still a very, very good kicker in real life too. So let's obviously start with Le'Veon Bell. Let's give him the contract he deserved, although he did kind of fall off. Maybe this isn't exactly the time that it happened, but maybe it's later on. But obviously, once he got to the Jet, do we do it again to him, dude? We're gonna franchise tag him again, but this time he doesn't get to sit out. So he says no, but we're not letting him go for nothing. That'd be just a disaster. So Bell, we cannot let enter free agency because it would be an absolute bidding war for his services. Boswell, so far we're not getting anybody to come back, which is kind of disappointing. Let's see, can we get a fullback to come back to the roster? Can we do that? Vance McDonald, also another. Yeah, we got someone to resign, but Boswell, I guess that's going to be like a very important re-sign to get in free agency, is getting Chris Boswell, who's a longtime Steeler. But $78 million in cap space. I'm actually really excited to see what free agency looks like. And the fact that we have this much money is kind of crazy because we have a good roster. So we could like build this roster even further. Juju's already up to an 89. Jesse James, Gilbert. The O-line's already freaking incredible. Yeah, I mean, we don't really need anything on the offense, to be honest. So maybe we put more of our attention on the defense. Maybe another wide receiver wouldn't hurt, I guess. Defensively, yeah, you could definitely use some stuff on defense. Like another corner would be nice. Artie Burns up to a 92. Allen, you have Sutton. You have Hargrave, Stewart, Cam Hayward, Shazier, TJ Watt, who's already up to Superstar X Factor, Bud Dupree. Okay, so let's just go see what free agency looks like. And I'm not even going to cut this portion out because I actually want to discover it with you guys as well. So let's see what this is even looking like. Yeah, Boswell is the top free agent, which is kind of funny. Nate Solder, Giovanni Bernard, Paul Richardson. Oh my gosh, I remember him being a Redskin, dude. That's crazy. Remember the touchdown he caught on the Packers in between 2 defenders with Alex Smith. Greg Robinson, Ryan Jensen, DJ Hayden. Is there any other names that just like give me crazy? I thought that was that's Carlos Hyde, Brown, Chris Thompson, another former Redskin, Dante Johnson. Oh my gosh, this is so cool, dude. Navarro Bowman. Wow. Throwback. Brendan Carr. This is just so freaking cool. All right, wide receiver. Let's go see if we can sign one. Paul Richardson, low key. Doesn't sound too bad, but honestly, we have Martavis Bryant. I'm not going to go for wide receiver. O-line's incredible as well. The one position that I feel like we could maybe upgrade is like the safety spot. But I feel like we could do that in the drafts. Even though we have so much money we could spend, I don't think I'm going to spend it on any. Well, we might get another corner. Another corner probably would be nice. So let's go DJ Carey here, who's a scheme fit and would just be better than Joe Hayden, I guess, right now. Just overall wise. So he will be our #1 offer. Hopefully we get him. And obviously the man, the myth, the legend, Chris Boswell, we want to bring him back too. So hopefully we can get him to come back with no hesitation from him. And then Cody Parkey, the double doink for the Bears. Oh my goodness, man. All right, so let's see if we can get Boswell and TJ. Well, TJ Carey Might have to offer a little bit more. I mean, we have all the money in the world to spend, so I guess I'll just splurge on him a little bit, and we'll see if he signs that. If he doesn't, no big deal, whatever. And we get them both. Okay, so that's going to be our only thing we do in free agency. We have just so many, like, good players already, and we're going to head into the draft, and we're going to have the advantage of obviously knowing how good these I don't know how good the draft class is reflecting on how they end up, being in real life, but we'll base it off that anyway. So free safety was clearly the one position. Another middle linebacker might be important too. So free safety, middle linebacker, strong safety is probably what we'll look at when we head into the draft. As if Minkah Fitzpatrick is available to us, we got to take him, right? I mean, he already becomes a Steeler eventually anyway. He's still a Steeler right now. So we'll see if he ends up falling to us in the draft. We're going to be picking at 32. So we'll see. So let's see what happens here at number 32. I'm actually kind of curious to see kind of who goes 1 and stuff. So the Bengals have, I guess we'll see it on the board. So let's just go to our pick. So the Bengals are the number 1 overall picks. Let's see who they end up taking. They take Baker. Saquon goes to the Browns. It's funny that Sam Darnold goes to the Vikings. And obviously he's on the Vikings right now. Josh Allen to the Cardinals instead of Josh Rosen. I don't see Minkah Fitzpatrick drafted yet. So that might be who no, he went number 12. Never mind. Damn, that would have been awesome. Jair also went. All right, so let's see who's available to us. So we have Josh Rosen, who I was just literally talking about. We have Anthony Miller. We have Brian O'Neill, Jerron Christensen, Dante Pettis, Kerryon Johnson, Nick Chubb. Wow. Jesse Bates. I mean, you really couldn't have written this any better. This is clearly the pick. No brainer here. If we needed like a running back, I can't believe Kerryon Johnson is wild. Obviously, he was on the Lions, and he didn't really last very. I think he went somewhere else before he retired or got kicked out of the league. Whatever happened to him. What else is there? There's James Daniels, who I think ended up being a Steeler. There's Derwin James too. Wow. Do we want Derwin James or Jesse Bates? I mean, technically we need a free safety. Either one of them. I don't think you go wrong with either one. I'm going to take Jesse Bates. Scouting report, hidden development, number 44 in true value, drafted in 32. So pretty awesome to get him. Obviously on the Steelers team is going to make us even better. We'll see what round 2 looks like. But Derwin James would have been awesome too. All right, so middle linebacker is kind of our next position. I don't even know if that's going to exist in here. I mean, unless if Derwin James falls to us, but obviously I doubt that to be the case. Did he even go? Derwin James, I don't see him off the board yet. Darius Geis, wow. That is crazy. Darius Geis, also a former Redskin, got hurt really early in his career, and then I don't even know what happened to him basically after that. Okay, so you have Mike Hughes, you have Arden Key, Joseph Noteboom. Did I see Derwin James must have been drafted. Surely he was drafted because so he's gone. I was about to say, if he's still here, we got to take him, but he's definitely gone. Is there any good middle linebackers available, though? I doubt it because that was like the one position we kind of needed. So let's go see if there's any middle linebackers available at all that we even recognize. So Josie Jewell, but you're not taking him here. Kaiser. So yeah, we can move on from that. We're not doing any of those guys right now. So let's just go take best available player based off what we like. So let's go all positions and see. So we got Mike Hughes, which another corner doesn't sound too bad. Arden Key also is interesting. We could take a tackle. Okafor, Jefferson, Jalen Holmes, Will Dissly, Oliver, Sam Hubbard. Or anybody, Mason Rudolph, who ended up being a Steeler eventually, but I'm not taking him here. Brendan Parker. I'm just trying to see if there's any names that like I recognize. DJ Chark. We don't need a wide receiver necessarily. Yeah, nobody too crazy here that I'm seeing. So I think what we'll do is we'll just go at the top of the board. Stop wasting time here. And I think we'll just take Mike Hughes, man. Let's just take Mike Hughes, who's on the Falcons nowadays. But should be a solid corner. Gonna be nice depth. We have a lot of corners as it is, but you can never have enough. Gonna be normal dev, but all good. So let's go to round 3 and see who's available there. And we can obviously load the next draft class, which I believe is 2019. I think this is the 2018 draft class, if I remember correctly. But I could be getting it confused in my head. So we'll make this last pick in round 3. You have Josh Jackson out of Iowa. We have Stewart. We got Golden, Isaiah Oliver, Juwan Bentley, Madison, Chris Herndon. Ron Johnson seems like a great pick here, too. Ends up being a really good player for the Bills. But I just can't get behind taking another corner, to be honest. Kazir White, who ends up being a linebacker eventually, but strong safety depth doesn't sound too bad, I guess. We're going to take Kazir White, even though it says he's a day 3 player. Wow, his grades suck bad. So we're not taking him, actually. Do I just take Teron Johnson? Or there's Dorrance Armstrong, too, which he's on the Commanders nowadays. But yeah, we'll take Dorrance Armstrong. Screw it. So we'll get Dorrance Armstrong in round 3. Ends up being a bad pick, but he's a solid player in real life. Nothing crazy. He's not like an incredible player by any means, but overall, getting Jesse Bates is obviously the highlight of my highlight of this draft for us. Would not be surprised if we can go into year 2 and win another one because of obviously how talented this roster is. But let's go look at the lineup headed into season 2. So really quickly, if you guys are looking for these draft classes or rosters in general, this is the guy right here. Expertise, I think that's expertise, but he is the guy. This is his creations. I don't know how he did this. Again, maybe it's easier than I am thinking. Maybe I'm overcomplicating. I don't know, but we just downloaded 2018. I think we need 2019. So 2019. He even has a 2017 one, dude. Just this guy's incredible. I don't know who you are, but you're probably not watching this. But I freaking love you. That's all I got to say. I freaking love you for this. This is so damn cool. Hopefully continue this in the next Madden too, because we need it. So Kyler Murray, Nick Bosa, I mean, look, there's just face scans on all these guys. It's just so freaking cool. Yeah, just incredible, man. Just absolutely incredible. So let's go ahead and see what this next, or what the lineup's looking like for year 2. We just won a Super Bowl in year 1 pretty easily. There was really no sweat about it. So Ben Roethlisberger, 87 still. We didn't really do anything on the offense, honestly. We could have drafted a wide receiver, but we didn't really need to. We didn't feel the need to do that. Defensively, we got Jesse Bates, who's only a 74 overall, but I'm going to throw him in the fire right away. I want him to start immediately. Carey is 81, who we signed in free agency. We have Allen, you have Hayden, so you have Mike Hilton down here too. Stewart, Tuitt, and then Dorrance Armstrong, only a 64 overall, so probably won't make much of an impact, unfortunately. And then looks like the corner we drafted. Didn't we draft a corner? Didn't we? I feel like we did. Yeah, who did we draft? I can't remember who we drafted cornerback-wise, but he's not even making the depth chart because of how stacked we are there. So we're going to go ahead and simulate year number 2, and we're going to see how this team finishes out. Hopefully another, massive playoff berth, another bye would be cool, but let's just see how things shake up for year 2. So honestly, our first historic rebuild on Madden 25, I'd probably pick the easiest team possible. We got another bye at 14-3. So this team is just coasting. We barely have to do anything. But I'm curious to see kind of how Jesse Bates did, obviously, this season. So let's just see how it ended up. So offensively, 4th in the NFL. And then defensively, we were 1st in the NFL. So just incredible. 26-8 from Ben Roethlisberger, 17 touchdowns, and 1,500 yards from Le'Veon Bell. Juju, 1,100 yards, 1,000 from Antonio Brown. 700 from Martavius Bryant. And defensively, stacks-wise, you had 17 from Cameron Hayward, 10.5 from TJ Watt, 6.5 from Stephon Tuitt, 6.5 from Javon Hargrave, 1.5 from Shazier, and then 1.5 from Sean Davis. How did Jesse Bates do? He had one interception, 60 tackles, and it'll be interesting to see if he's like a hidden dev, or sorry, not hidden dev, if he's superstar dev right away. That'd be cool as hell if he was. So let's take a look to kind of see if he's superstar or just star. I mean, assuming, based off his career trajectory and how good he obviously ended up becoming, he's only star, which is a little disappointing, but whatever. It is what it is. He's still a young player. Let's go ahead and see what we're playing in the divisional weekend, and we'll take care of them, hopefully, and get ourselves another Super Bowl. Maybe we could three-peat for the first time. We get the Los Angeles Chargers, who have Philip Rivers, Keenan Allen. That's another video we can do in itself, too. But let's go ahead, jump in, and see if we can take down the Chargers on our path to go win a back-to-back Super Bowl ring. So here we go, Philip Rivers versus Ben Roethlisberger, who I think are exactly from the same draft class too. So this should be a ton of fun. We are at home for this one, and we are going to score a touchdown 7-0. And now we will score another one, 14-0. So far, so good. The Chargers do finally respond with a field goal, but we're going to go up 21-3, and that's probably going to be all she wrote. We had an interception from Joe Hayden as well. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. We're on to the next round, 3-24 victory. Yeah, I mean, like I said, this team is just already really built out and incredible. Like, this is a damn good roster. I'm not surprised by what we've got so far going on, but let's see if we can continue with whoever we play against in the AFC Championship. So it will be Saxonville once again, the Jacksonville Jaguars. We literally played them just last year in the AFC Championship, and now we get to do it all over again. This time we got a little bit of a foggy day ahead of us, it looks like, and we're up 3-0, but the Jags respond with a touchdown, and now we'll respond right back. It's 10-7, and they get an interception. There's 10 seconds left in the second quarter. I mean, we're on our own 14. It is raining, so it's going to be hard to do anything, but I wanted to see if I can come out here and, just throw one up to Antonio Brown. Like, what's the worst that can happen? The man is a freaking legend, right? Well, he's obviously done some things that are questionable nowadays, but obviously we all remember how good he used to be, and we'll see if this can... No, it did not work out. 3 seconds left. But hey, I don't mind the shot taken. Like I said, if we can get anything going before the half, I want to get ourselves in the Super Bowl again to give ourselves a chance to go back to back. So if I could buy some time and just throw it out to Antonio Brown again. Can I get a PI? No. I mean, that had no chance either time. But I don't mind taking the shot. That was on Boye, I think, too. I think AJ Boye used to wear number 31. But we will continue to throw the balls deep here and defend Leonard Fournette. That's their biggest strength. All right, let's go back to playing all offense. Let's see the Jags. They do not score out of the half, and we will. 7-17. And we will get another stop. Interception from TJ Watt of all people. And that's going to be all she wrote. So just like that, we're headed to the Super Bowl once again to see if we can go back to back. Hopefully we can. And we'll find out who we're playing in the Super Bowl. We played the Cam Newton Panthers last time. So we'll see if it's someone different this time around. So here we are in the Super Bowl once again. And we actually get the battle of the Pennsylvania team. So no Panthers, no Cam Newton or anything like that. This is back when Carson Wentz was extremely good. As we start off with the football here in the first half. And it's 0-0 so far. Obviously, we're trying to go back-to-back here if possible. We're up 7-0. And now we'll go up 10-0. So two-possession game already. Can we go up 17-0? Yes, we can. Carson Wentz and the Eagles have done nothing just yet. They are going to score a touchdown here, though, on 7-17. Well, what I'm going to do is see if we can come out here and get ourselves a game-winning drive. So we're going to put on True Clock as well. Although, it's not a game-winning drive. It's just a game-sealing drive, I guess I should say. All right, 10-point lead. We have Le'Veon Bell. We have Antonio Brown. What could possibly go wrong? First carry goes for only 2 yards, so nothing too crazy there. But we are going to take a lot of clock off, hopefully. And now we'll go ahead and toss this one to Le'Veon Bell. I believe in Bell to get us this first down. So let's see if we can toss it to him. And we will have nice blocks here, I think. Yes, there we go. We got the corner, 3rd and 1. 1 yard. We can get 1 yard with Bell. Surely we can. Let's just run this up the middle. We're going to trust ourselves to get 1 yard. If not, we could even audible to Antonio Brown. But I'm going to just trust Bell to get us this 1 yard. And he does that and more. I'm going to juke to the outside. And we got 80 yards with Bell now, which is nice. All right, let's continue to hand it off to Bell here, though. And keep on taking this clock down. They're going to eventually call their timeouts after 2-minute warning, obviously. Another nice gain. I might even play action them with Antonio Brown. See if we might catch them lacking. Obviously, it's going to take us to 2-minute warning. But let's see if we can catch him lacking. Can I get a touchdown to AB in the Super Bowl? Let's go see if we can do just that. Although, he might have caught one already. I don't know where those touchdowns went. So, let's see if we can play action these boys. Play action, control shot. Screw it. Let's do it. Let's see if they're going to be caught lacking here. I'm going to throw him on a go. If not, we have Vance McDonald underneath. Bell is not going to be on a route, or Jesse James. So, let's see what this looks like. And I think we might have Brown. I literally just forced it to him. I didn't even really... I mean, I thought he could have caught it because of how good he is, obviously. But that was just me being too greedy. Let me just hand it off to Bell twice. I think he'll get us 4 yards in 2 plays. Hopefully, we get a good start. And that's going to get us 1 yard. It's 4th and 3. Now, it's still a 2-position game. So regardless of what we do here, it's not going to matter too much. But if we get the first down, this game is all but over probably. And we could throw this with Antonio Brown, or try to throw this to... We don't even need to force Antonio Brown. I want to throw it to Brown, but we don't need to. But he is there for the... Well, he was there, but it was a bad ball, I guess. So let's just... And we got an interception immediately. Okay, well, I guess let's go make up for our deficiencies. Let's just pretend we converted that, right? Let's just pretend that's the case. And we will have Antonio Brown one-on-one. And I thought he was going to come down with that. I really did. I thought, I don't even know who that safety is, but Campbell? I don't remember Campbell. I don't know who he is, but smash drive. I'm still trying to force this ball on Antonio Brown. I got sacked. All right, I'm fooling around too much. It's 3rd and 18. Let's just drain the clock out. Or let's just throw it to Brown one more time. What am I talking about? Let's throw it to him one more time. Let's not give up on this. Let's not give up on this Antonio Brown touchdown dream. He will be one-on-one, and he's still not going to catch it. I can't get a good animation with Antonio Brown right now. Whatever. What can you do? Let's just kick our field goal with the GOAT, Chris Boswell. Let's see if I can make this. And he is obviously a great kicker, so that should put us in position. 7-20. And ultimately, we will win back-to-back Super Bowls, which is incredible. Gameplay was pretty trash, but whatever. We got a nice runs with Le'Veon Bell. But now we're on the quest to go three-peat, which would be the first time I think I've ever done that in a Madden Rebuild of all time, since I've been doing them on YouTube. Let's go ahead and see what we can do in the offseason, and we'll go from there. So going to the offseason, we have $123 million in cap space to work with. So we can really fill ourselves out with a crazy roster. But we do have some important free agents to worry about here. So some of that money is going to go away. Obviously, we'll start with Ryan Shazier. We got to make sure we offer some really good contracts because what we offered last offseason was not working. So Shazier is going to stick around. Obviously, I think we all remember how Shazier's career unfortunately ended. I think it was on that bad hit. I don't think he played football ever again after that, right? So honestly, it really sucks for him. We do get Bell on a contract. He did get his contract finally, this time with the Steelers and not with the Jets. Jesse James, speaking of the Jets, and he wants to play for a new team. So maybe there's a better tight end to go get, whatever. Bud Dupree, Martavis Bryant are two guys I do want to keep around as well. Hopefully we can just continue to get them. So Martavis Bryant's going to stay. But speaking of the Jets, you know, I like Madden too, but if Woody Johnson, if that report is real about Woody Johnson saying, hey, I don't want Jerry Jeudy because of his Madden rating, that is some insane. That's insane. That's all I got to say. Our punter is a free agent too, who's a 90 overall. So let's see if we can get our punter back, Jordan Berry, and he's going to test free agency too. What if you franchise tag a punter? It would cost $5 million to do it. That's insane. But all right. Jesse James decided to say no. We're not going to franchise tag him for $13 million. We're going to see if there's a better tight end to sign here. Maybe there's like a freaking, I don't know. I don't even know who would be available, but maybe there's someone extremely good. Top available, TJ Hawkinson's in the draft too, which would be awesome. But all right, let's take a look at the lineup and see if anybody went up in development traits after we just won a Super Bowl again. So we got no tight end right now, so that's clearly what we need on offense. But overall, obviously, nothing else is really needed on the offense. Defensively, we have Jesse Bates, 80 overall. Middle linebacker is definitely still a massive need in my opinion. But other than that, we're good. So we could get a middle linebacker and a tight end, and if we can accomplish that in free agency, that would be ideal. So let's see what we got going on here in free agency, if there's anybody that good. So we have Barry, which I guess we can get our punter back to. Hopefully he just will sign it. We can keep him around. So Jordan Berry. Jake Elliott is here. You have James Devlin. You have Shaq Mason, Star Latu, or I don't know how to say that name. I've heard it before, but for some reason, I don't feel like I can say it. So it looks like the best tight end is Jesse James. There's Eric Ebron, who actually played the Steelers too, towards the tail end of his career. But I guess we just get Jesse James. Is there a good middle linebacker here, though? We have Deion Buchanan. Gosh, I remember him too. Denzel Perryman. Kiko Alonso. That is the guy that Chip Kelly traded for when he traded away LaShawn McCoy. He got Kiko Alonso in return. Hayes Pollard. There's nobody too extremely good, but we could get like Todd Davis, so I guess this year. And then we can go in the draft and just draft whatever we want, basically. We'll have every starter filled out. So let's just go get Jesse James back, hopefully, and we should be golden there. So Jesse James, hopefully we can bring him back, and that should be our offseason as far as free agency is concerned. And we are his number one offer. So we should get him back. The Bills are in on him, but James, Todd Davis, Jordan Berry, if we get all three, that's good. And Jordan Berry is actually, oh, we didn't get Jesse James. Wow, he decided to go elsewhere. That sucks. That's disappointing. I guess we can bring Eric Ebron in. Like I said, he did play with the Steelers in real life towards the tail end of his career, so I guess he's going to do it again. So Eric Ebron, I mean, it's not like we're going to need to throw it to the tight end too much. We have Antonio Brown and Juju for crying out loud. But all right, Eric Ebron, he should sign it. The Dolphins tried to, but we get Eric Ebron on the Steelers, and we got Jordan Berry back. All right, now let's head to the draft, and let's see now how much more can we make this team, like how much more stats can we make this team with whoever we draft. We got Bates last year, which was awesome. Minka Fitzpatrick would have been really cool to do, again, but he went number 12, so we're able to do that. We have the 32nd overall pick here again, obviously. So let's see how this winds up. So we are going to be picking 32 once again. So let's see how this works out. So in pick number 32, Nick Bosa goes to the Giants. Kyler Murray is a Patriot. Daniel Jones is a Raven. So Daniel Jones still goes high in this draft class. And then what else we got? Anybody else worth recognizing? I mean, there's Montez Sweat, who goes to the Bears, who he eventually got traded to. And then Debo goes to the Cowboys, Hollywood Brown to the Raiders. Wow. And Dexter Lawrence to the Texans. Very cool. All right, AJ Brown to the Chargers. I just saw that last second. Oh boy, R.I.P. Dwayne Haskins, man. The way Redskins obviously ended up Josh Allen's here, which is incredible. But Dwayne Haskins, rest in peace. I can't believe the way that, that's just unfortunate. DK is also, I keep distracting myself. Sorry. Yeah, obviously Dwayne Haskins drafted by the Redskins, and he ended up training the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think he would have had an opportunity there. We all know what ended up happening. Rest in peace, Dwayne Haskins. Josh Allen Miles Sanders. We also have DK Metcalf. I mean, dude, DK, Antonio Brown, and Juju is insane. Josh Allen or DK, who do we want? We have TJ Watt, we have Bud Dupree. I mean, we don't really need either of them, but obviously that's who we're about to take. I'm taking DK Metcalf. Antonio Brown and DK Metcalf sounds insane, actually. So DK Metcalf, welcome to the Steelers. Number 5 true value, dropping to 32. So he's definitely going to probably be playing over Martavius Bryant. But yeah, Josh Allen would have been awesome too. But let's see what we get at pick 64. Josh Allen goes in the second round to the Patriots, but let's see what we got going on here. Bobby Okereke would have been a good pick too, but he didn't fall to us. Rock Ya-Sin, there's always good corners, it feels like. Dramont Jones, Singletary, Montgomery, Will Harris, Jermaine Pratt. Jermaine Pratt doesn't sound too bad. Nasir Adderley, Josh Oliver, Deontay Johnson, who ended up being a Steeler, Jay Sternberger, Marquise Blair, Sean Murphy Bunting. I don't even know who that is, but his name is inappropriate, I guess. Doesn't even look recognizable or familiar, I guess I should say. Riley Ridley. Is he related to Calvin Ridley? I don't remember him either. All right, well, let's just go draft who we're about to draft. So, do we want Jermaine Pratt or do we want, like, Dramont Jones? So that's kind of where I'm looking at right now. I guess I'm going to get Jermaine Pratt to give us another middle linebacker option for the future, and maybe he'll be hidden dev. Obviously, as a Bengal, I think, in real life at this point. Only normal dev, so maybe it's only first round where guys are hidden dev. I don't know. But let's go to round 3, and we'll make our last pick here, and we'll go into this third season hoping for, obviously, a three-peat. So let's see. Deontay goes to the Patriots. Dramont Jones falls the way here. Trayvon Mullen being here. Lonnie Johnson. Michael Dieter out of Wisconsin. You got Max Crosby. I mean, yeah, this is a no-brainer. Even though his grades may not even look good, we all know how good Max Crosby becomes. And he's only normal dev. So a little disrespectful, but whatever. You know, I don't regret it either. Anyway, no matter what, I don't regret it. I mean, imagine Max Crosby and TJ Watt in the future. We won't see that in this video more than likely, but pretty insane, man. Just saying. But let's go ahead, look at the lineup for season 3, and we'll see how this final season winds up. All right, so for the final season of this rebuild, DK Metcalf is going to play over Martavius Bryant. I mean, honestly, what we could do is Juju's probably slot wide receiver anyway, so let's play DK at the wide receiver 2 position. Josh Dobbs is the backup who had a legendary run. What was it, in Minnesota? Where was it again? Or Arizona? One of the 2 teams he was pretty good in. You got Ben Roethlisberger, Le'Veon Bell, Antonio Brown, DK Metcalf, Eric Ebron, Gilbert, Castro. Offensive line still incredibly good. Defensively, we drafted Max Crosby, who's a 66 overall. Artie Burns, Carey. We signed Davis and drafted Jermaine Pratt. But obviously, we know how good this team is about to be. So let's simulate year number 3. Hope we obviously made the playoffs again. And hopefully, we can go for our 3rd Super Bowl in a row and create a freaking dynasty here. Mahomes is on the Chiefs as well, I just saw. Which he must have been drafted there already. Because I'm like, wait, did they draft him again? But no, he must have went already. But let's go ahead and see how we do this season. So at the end of this season, we end up going 16-1, which is just insane. Almost went 17-0 with this team. Let's take a look at the player stats to see how that happened. So offensively, we were 5th in NFL, and then defensively, we were 1st in NFL. So 28-6 from Ben Roethlisberger once again. Le'Veon Bell, 19 touchdowns, 1,700 yards. Antonio Brown, 1,100 yards. DK, 690 from Juju Smith-Schuster. Defensively, you had 15.5 sacks from TJ Watt, 9.5 from Cameron Hayward, 9 from Hargrave, 7 from Stephon Tuitt, and then 6.5 from Shazier. 4 interceptions from Sean Davis, 3 from Ryan Shazier, 3 from Marty Burns, and 3 from Mike Hughes. So we drafted. That's the guy we drafted. I couldn't remember his freaking name. Up to 76 overall. But all right, we got another bye, obviously, so we'll see who we play in round 2 as we are on the quest to go for our 3rd Super Bowl in a row. So let's see who it ends up being. So hopefully we get a new team to play. It will be the Chiefs, who we have not played, and obviously we all know they have Mahomes. So we'll see how this ends up. So Kareem Hunt, Kelsey, and Tyreek Hill. This should be a very, very tough test. So let's see if we can go beat them. Todd Gurley, 1,300 yards, and Leonard Fournette, 1,400 yards. But, man, I'm excited for the amount of rebuilds we can do with these rosters. I'm so ecstatic about this. So are the Chiefs as dominant as they usually are in these rosters, or in this roster in specific? Let's go find out. So they are going to go up 7-0 on us. So our work is going to be cut out for us here. And the 3-peat might be stopped here by the Kansas City Chiefs. That would be disappointing. We have not scored on them yet. Still not scoring. Wow, it's 17-0. Are we really gonna go out sad like this to the Kansas City Chiefs? The three-peat is going to be doomed and stopped after going 16-1. This is how it's going to end. We're going to lose 17-0. Are we serious, man? But hey, we won 2 Super Bowls already. What can you do? And it looks like DK Metcalf is already superstar potential, by the way. But I'm going to start. Let me just get some gameplay to end the video. Roethlisberger, you have 35 yards in the game. What are we doing, dude? Are we serious right now? But yeah, let me see if I can get some successful drives going. I'm not going to worry about getting the ball to a specific player. Let me just read the field and actually play Madden. And I didn't see anything open, to be honest. DK got open late. I just saw now. I did not see that earlier. But this is 4-down territory regardless. Let's see if we can read the field better here. So let's see what we got. So we have Juju, I think, open. Can I get around? No. Oh, wow. What a broken tackle, and gets a first down. Would love to have seen him keep running, but unfortunately got stopped. Let's flip screen to Le'Veon Bell, because obviously getting the... Oh, can I get around? Yes, I can. I can get the edge, and we will get another first down. But I think this is probably all... Wait. There's a flag. What are we doing? Are they reviewing something? What did they just review? What the hell are we talking about? I don't even know what they just did, but all right. Not sure what they were worried about there, but what can I do now? It's done now. So let's see what we can do on this. I think we might have had Antonio Brown, but I'm going to hit DK Metcalf underneath, and let's just continue rocking with this. I don't think we're going to be able to win this game regardless of what we do, but at least we can, you know, try to make something happen here. So I'm going to throw Antonio Brown on a go route here, but let's see if we can get him open downfield. Can he get... I think he might be there. Maybe. Yes, that is going to be Antonio Brown touchdown. W, we got it. We didn't get it earlier, but we got it there. And can we get a stop on defense? No, we can't. They're going to score again, unfortunately. But at least we get a minute left to play with the Steelers team again. I'm so disappointed that we got bounced by the Chiefs here. But I did ask the question. I'm like, are the Chiefs as dominant as they usually are? That might be an intercept. Nope, Juju. This might be a long touchdown. All right. He gets stopped at the 1. Are we serious? At the 1 of all things. I'm not throwing a screen here. Let me just get this in the end zone. DK, Brown, which one do you get? I mean, no matter what, this game is over. Antonio Brown, touchdown? Nope, he drops it. 2nd and goal. Okay. Well, at least we stopped the clock. So no clock up against us this time. Or anymore, I should say. And let's go X slant. And let's see if we can get the ball to Antonio Brown in the corner. Or Eric Ebron, whatever. So let's see what they do. I'm going Antonio Brown here. He's going to catch it. So another touchdown for Antonio Brown. But that's going to be how the video ends, unfortunately. We do not go for we are not able to achieve a three-peat even after going 16-1 in the final season, which really sucks. But yeah, Mahomes and the Chiefs dethrone us here after going back-to-back. So at least we got 2 in a row, but 3 in a row obviously would have felt really sweet. But what can you do? But definitely, guys, comment down below the next rebuild you guys want to see. Have a fantastic weekend. I'm so excited for the amount of content we can do on this with these rosters. There's probably even more rosters we can discover. So the possibilities are endless. Comment below. Like, I'm sure there's not like 1990s rosters, but comment down below if there's some other year you want to see with a certain player or certain roster. Comment it down below. DK went up to superstar dev, by the way. This wide receiver trio would be insane in real life back then. But thank you guys for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Fun video, one of my favorites to record in a long time, which is based off what we've seen in this one. Shout out to the whatever the last word was. You're incredible. But thank you guys for watching. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.